Morning, children. In the last class, we were learning about the question answers, children. Okay. We learned the reflections on concepts. Okay. And in the same way, we learned few applications of concepts, children. Okay. Now, next in the application of concepts, they are asking we are learning about the third problem, children. Third question. Write any two slogans to reduce the sound pollution. That means he is asking to write any two slogans, okay, to reduce the sound pollution. Okay. If they ask to write the slogans that sound is very harmful to the human beings, okay, children, sound is very harmful to the human beings. No sound, no harm. Okay, no sound, no harm. Like that, we can give few slogans for the to reduce the sound pollution. Okay, here he is asking that any slogan we can give, children. Any slogan. Okay, slogan means normally plant the trees, help the environment. Okay, save the environment. Okay, like that we are having the slogans, children. In the same way, here he is asking the slogans to reduce the sound pollution. Okay, therefore here the slogans to reduce sound pollution is that no sound, no harm. Okay, plant the trees, reduce the pollution. Plant the trees, reduce the pollution. Like that we can say few slogans. Okay. Next, he is asking the fourth one. Draw the figures depicting the low amplitude and high amplitude, children. Low amplitude and high amplitude. Normally, amplitude is defined as the the maximum displacement of the wave. The maximum displacement of the wave is called as the amplitude, children. Okay, therefore here he is asking the low amplitude as well as the high amplitude. To say the low amplitude, this is the low amplitude. Very low amplitude. This is low amplitude. They ask the low amplitude, first you should write the definition, children. What is an amplitude? Amplitude is the maximum displacement of the wave. The maximum displacement of the wave is called as the amplitude. Whereas the high amplitude means this is the high amplitude. These are the figures which depict the low amplitude as well as the high amplitude. That means here the maximum displacement of the wave is very high. Therefore, if the maximum displacement of the wave is high, then we say that is the higher amplitude. And if the maximum displacement of the wave is very low, then we say that it is the low amplitude. Okay, it is about the higher amplitude and the lower amplitude. Okay. Next, in the fifth question, he is asking that vibrations in a body produces sounds. Okay, vibrations in a body produces the sound. How do you prove it? Vibrations in a body produces the sound. As we know that sound is produced by the vibrating bodies, and the vibrating bodies produces this sound. And here when the vibrations takes place in our body, it produces the sounds. The vibration that is produced in our body is done by the vocal cords. Okay, the vocal cords, when they set into the vibration, they produce the sounds. Okay, children. Therefore here, how the vocal cords produce this sound? As we know that in the activity, okay, in the anatomy of the larynx, we learned that okay, in the anatomy of the larynx, we learn the how the vocal cords produces this sound. Okay, as the larynx has the two muscular ligaments which are called as the vocal cords. When they are stretched across the voice box, it leads to a narrow slit between them. Narrow slit between them. Narrow slit means very very small hole between them. Okay. And here it allows us the passage of the air which produces the sound, children. Okay. And here, okay, when the vocal cords open, when they open during breathing to allow the air into the lungs. And here vocal cords close when we speak. When we speak, the vocal cords will be closing, and when we breathe the air inside, the vocal cords will open. Okay, like that the vocal cords lead to the vibrations produced in our produces the sound. Okay, therefore here by this what we can say that the vibrations which are produced in our body produces the vibrations which are produced in our body by the vocal cords produces the sound. Okay, right. That's about the vibration. Fifth question, children. Next. Okay. See. Next is asking the higher order thinking questions, hot questions. What is the effect of humidity on quality of sound propagation? What is the effect of humidity on the quality of the sound propagation? Is there any difference in the propagation of air, of sound in air during the summer and winter seasons? Is there any difference of propagation of air during the summer and winter season? Compulsory there will be a difference. Normally, the sound which is produced in the hot air and the cool air. Okay, normally during the summer the sound produced, okay, will be more. Okay, the sound produced will be more, okay, during the summer season. Why? Because as the passage of sound, the propagation of the sound in a hot air is greater when compared to the propagation of sound in the cool air, children. Therefore, it is the propagation of the sound in a summer season is greater than the winter season, children. Okay. Why? Because the effect of humidity is inversely proportional to the propagation of the sound. Okay. Why? Because here the sound, okay, humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere, children. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere. Therefore, when the amount of water vapor is present in the atmosphere, there is a less propagation of the air. There is a less propagation of the sound, children. Okay. Therefore, here compulsory there is a difference. He is asking that. Okay. Is there any difference? Yes, compulsory there is a difference between them. And here, how does sound pollution affect biodiversity? He is asking that how does sound pollution affect the biodiversity? Biodiversity means differences in the lives. That means how it affects the animal life, how it affects the human life. Okay. Explain, he is saying. Compulsory. That means whatever the sound pollution that is produced. That means here sound pollution is caused by the different things, children. Okay. Here sound pollution is caused by the traffics. That means the traffic, when the traffic is more, okay, the sound pollution is produced. That sound pollution may, okay, children, the sound pollution, whatever the sound pollution that is by the traffic will affect the ears of the other person, children. It gives the irritation. Okay. And in the same way, the horns, some of the horns, they may affect the heart. They may affect on the heart, children. They may affect the heart. Okay. That means here, normally, when we keep the more sounds, okay, excuse me, okay, when we keep the more sounds, they may affect the damage of our ears, children. It affects the damage of the ears. Okay, like that. Like that we can see that, and in the same way, some more, that is the sounds produced in the industries. Okay, the sound produced in the mines. Okay, sound during explosions, firecrackers. All these lead to the, that means it may not only affect the, it may not only affect the human life, but also it affects the animal life, children. Okay, animal life is also affected by the sound pollution. Therefore, we should reduce the sound pollution. Okay, children. Right. Next, here multiple choice questions he is asking, children. An object which moves to and fro from rest, known as, okay, it is called as a linear motion, vibration, simple motion, angular motion. Okay, an object which moves to and fro motion from rest. Okay, here a linear motion, vibration, simple motion, angular motion. The to and fro motion of an object is called as a what? It is called as a vibration. It is the vibration. Okay, an object which moves to and fro motion from rest is known as a vibration. The number of vibrations produced per second is known as frequency, shrillness, wave, vibration limit, decibels. Okay, frequency, the number of vibrations completed in a second is called as the vibration. Okay, and here decibel is a unit of the intensity of sound. The audible sound range of a man is 20 to 20,000 vibrations per second. That is, the B is the answer. B is the answer, children. 20 to 20,000 vibrations per second. The oval window has the surface area. Okay, the oval window has the surface area. It will be having of 1/20th of the eardrum, children. 1/20th surface area of the eardrum. The shrillness of a sound is known as, the shrillness of a sound is known as the, is it known as pitch, or is it known as vibration, or intensity, or decibel? It is known as the pitch, children. The intensity of the sound is known as the what? Pitch. Okay, by this we completed the total chapter, children. That is the sound chapter is completed. Okay, right. Thank you. Have a nice day.